Hello, hello. Welcome everybody, and welcome to my replay watchers or replay viewers. I'm so glad you could be with me today. So, yoga for travel. Holy cannoli. Have you ever been stuck in the car for hours on end, and you keep shifting position, or maybe you're on the airline and it's so tight and you think, oh, maybe if I just angle this way, or maybe if I put my feet up here, it can be uncomfortable, right? So some of the things I notice when I travel that get really unhappy: neck and shoulders. If you're driving the car and you've got your arms up like this for a long period, even if you kind of try to hold the wheel down here, you feel that tension in the neck. If you're in the airport lugging the luggage along, you feel that tension in your shoulder. And it happened to me just last weekend because I have a tendency to overpack. I like to be prepared no matter the moment, right? So I tend to maybe pack a little bit of extra stuff, just a little bit. So my suitcase, here I am, lugging it along in the airport, and I feel my whole neck and shoulder seize. Now, this is a kind of cramp, you could say, that I could have ignored, right? It was painful, but here I am rushing to my gate. I could have kept going, right? I decided, better than that, I was going to take a quick minute to pause. I pulled over to the edge near the ladies' room, and I did a simple little shoulder stretch. And that spasm, that tight tensioning, that's my new word, right? Tightening and tension, relaxed. So you don't have to soldier on through a lot of these everyday aches and pains that pop up, especially from traveling. I wanted to share with you my favorite go-tos because these are the ones that you can do at the rest area where you don't necessarily want to get down on the ground or in the airport. If you do, fantastic, but you may not want to. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to just take a comfortable stance, and as you stand nice and tall, maybe you hold on to your car, maybe you're at the airport and you're at your gate and you hold on to a seat, you bend your knees, okay? And you're just going to slowly turn your right thigh in and out. Simple little movement. It's called hip flossing. And you're just rotating the thigh in the hip socket. You think of that ball and socket joint. This is helping the hips just release that stiffness that comes from sitting. So simple and silly. And then you're going to stop. You'll switch sides. Your right knee bends a little, and you turn the left thigh in and the left thigh out. And you notice if there is a difference, right? One side might be really easy to do this with. The other side might be a little trickier. This side feels tricky to me today. Meaning it doesn't rotate quite as easily, feels a little bit tighter or more tender. Okay, we're going to add on to that. You keep your knee bent because that helps bring mobility into the hip. And now you're going to move your thigh and your hip as a unit. So you're making this bigger infinity or crazy eight drawing with your foot just above the floor. And what this is doing is it's opening up the whole hip area and releasing the tension in that really lower back of the hip area that gets just tender from sitting for long periods. We're waking up those hips, and we'll do the other side. So the knee bends, you're holding on to whatever's keeping you steady. You don't have to, but it's nice to know it's optional. And something like this, if you're traveling in jeans or slacks, fairly easy to do. If you're wearing a tight skirt, more power to you for traveling like that. It might be a little trickier. Maybe you modify, you don't go quite as big. And then your hips are ready for a little bit more movement. So, shoulders. You're going to open the arms out wide like angel wings. On the exhale, you're going to round them across the chest. And you're going to open and you're going to round. It's so simple and easy. And welcome, whoever has jumped in. It's great to have you. Pop a hello in the comments so I know who's here. And you guys keep going because I had a little message pop up see if I can see. Hi, Lane. Oh, it's great to see you on this lunchtime boost. It helps at home too, right? Wonderful to have you. So notice when I'm opening my chest and arms, I'm really lifting. And then you can round, okay? We get a little exaggerated. And we'll do one more. You open, we're getting the blood flowing to the chest, and you close. And then you release. And then I'm going to have you reach your right arm up alongside your ear, and then you're going to bend the arm as if you're giving yourself a pat on the back. And then just bring left hand to elbow, and you gently press the head into that right forearm. Now, if your arm doesn't like to go up like this, what you're going to do is interlace your fingers at the back of your head, at the base of the skull, and then you just press your head back into your hands. So there's always options. And we'll switch sides. The left arm, you reach forward. You draw the arm into socket and then extend up. Then bending the arm, right hand comes to elbow, and you gently root the arm into the shoulder socket. You press the head back into that left forearm so the back of the neck is free and clear. This is so great because we do carry a lot of tension in the neck and the shoulders when we travel. Just that tension of, am I going to run into traffic? Will I get there on time? What will the weather be like as I travel? All these unknowns. Where's my next meal? That's what I'm thinking about, even though I pack snacks, of course. And then slowly release. Okay, shoulders and hips are ready. Now, the last thing you're going to do is you're going to take a wide stance. This is where we get a little wild. The arms reach out, and what wide means is that the feet and the wrist basically line up. You'll turn your left foot in, your right leg open, and you're going to bend your right knee over the ankle, a warrior two. Now, from this position, turn your right palm to the sky and simply lean back. The left hand's either on the thigh or the shin. Nice and steady. Just don't push your knee sideways. You look up to the sky, and as your left leg is super strong and steady, your right leg bends another ½ an inch. And you should feel this all along the right side. This is so nice because it's going to open the muscles between the lungs, and that's where the boost of energy comes from. And we'll come up. I'll explain. Turn your right foot in, your left foot open. With the arms in a T, you track the knee over the ankle. So how can a yoga pose or putting our body into a particular shape boost our energy? That sounds a little crazy. Here's how. Turn the left palm to the sky, lean back. Now while you're here, again, the right leg is steady and strong. The left leg is bending just a little bit. And as you do this opening, you should feel that stretch in the left side. Those muscles between the ribs that get tight, we're opening them up down, which means your lungs can expand more easily. And when your lungs can expand for a deep inhalation, you get more oxygen. More oxygen, more energy, and it's going to create an alertness. Inhale, come up. We'll do it one more time. So if you're feeling dull or sleepy, you know what happens when you're on the road? This will help. Knees bend, turn the right palm to the sky and lean back, left hand to thigh or shin, and the right arm alongside the ear. Just simple. And you don't have to go this deep. You could be way up here and still be feeling amazing, right? You can get a little wild and crazy and go a little deeper. It's all perspective. Come all the way up and we'll switch. Last side, last time. Right leg in, left leg open. Track the knee over the ankle. Turn the left palm to the sky and lean back. The whole side body opening. You'll feel so much better, even as a midday break. And on the inhale, come all the way up. Toes face forward. And you can slowly just heel toe walk the feet in. You can step the feet in. And that's it. 3 little moves, really. Well, maybe 4, if you count hip flossing, the arms opening and closing, the shoulders stretch, and then the standing pose. You can take 5 minutes and feel alert, energized, your lower body feeling much happier for more sitting, and your upper body feeling relaxed so that you won't have to pop the Advil or drink that extra caffeinated drink unless you want to get to where you're going. Oh, it was wonderful to have you guys join me. Let me know if there's a traveling situation you've been in where you found my neck really hurts when I travel, or my hips. What can I do? I love to help answer these questions and give you the yoga pose that suits you best. So if you have a common travel area problem in your body that just gets tense, let me know in the comments and I'd love to share with you more. And then also, if you don't, or if you're unable to move, let's say you have to stay in the car, you can't stop, there's no rest area in sight, or you're still on the plane, I have a 5-minute downloadable audio file. It's up in the description box above. It's just the Get Calm link, and you can listen to that. It's a simple little breathing exercise that helps bring you back into your center. And again, it heightens your senses because when we travel, we want to be alert and aware of our surroundings. So thanks so much for joining me. It was wonderful to have you, Lane, and wonderful to have my replay viewers. I thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Mwah! Lots of love.